Hello everyone! So, I really wanted to make a video today, and I wanted to talk about certain things. There is gonna be jump cuts. I wanted to make this video since... well, I wanted to make another video for a long time, but I was afraid that, as English isn't my first language, as you might hear, I was afraid of not being clear enough. Also, it's difficult to show myself on a camera and talk to a phone pretending this is a person or more than one person. I guess it's 2017. I should go with the flow. I was born in the wrong time. With the way I see things, it's strange talking. Do you realize all that we are, all that we do as a species? It's amazing, and at the same time it's scary. I mean, Trump. Sorry. I won't say more than this. I think the people looking at my video will understand. If you don't, I don't have time to explain. Sorry. I can give you a few links if you want, but that wasn't the subject. I'm digressing. I want to share a lot of things, but sometimes I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid I won't express them properly or be clear enough. So I wait. I realize maybe your thoughts are never completely organized. You can't be perfect at communicating. It doesn't exist. You can improve, sure, but you're human, so you always have moments where you are tired and when you can't express everything you want. I'm going somewhere with that. So, I had a talk with a friend, a really long talk. I think it was needed. We talked about some things people have said to her, and people telling her, "You've changed." And I had the same thing happen to me. I had great things happening in my life, or I was doing new things, and instead of being supportive, instead of being happy for me, those people told me, "Oh, you've changed. You're not the same. What's happening to you?" Like it was a bad thing. I didn't really know what to say to that, because yeah, I've changed. Yeah, duh. Of course I change, and every day I change. That shouldn't be something bad. And usually it's not what they are trying to say. Usually when they say you've changed, it's more, "Oh, you're not spending as much time as I'd like with me. I don't see you as often as I'd like. And I miss you." But they don't say that. And sometimes it's also, "Oh, I've seen a new side of you that I don't really like." Why can't you just say so? When you want to see someone more often, when you feel bad because your friend isn't spending as much time as you want them to, why aren't you just telling, "I miss you"? Why is it so complicated to tell? To say to people that you love them, that you like spending time with them? I just realized I got used to that. I got used to people being so afraid of their own feelings that they prefer being hurtful than appearing weak by telling to someone, "I love you, I respect you, I like spending time with you." It shouldn't be such a big deal to say that. That's not normal, or that's not healthy to be cold with the people you love. And if at some point you feel like that about a person, remember, people change. And if you can't get that, you should get a rock, a brick, or a log, maybe, as a friend. Because people change. That's life. Life happens, and they are going through things, and they learn, and they change. And if you miss your friends, if you want to see them more, just tell them that. Don't blame them because they are living things, and if you want to see them, just say so. It's way simpler. Relationships, friendships are already complicated enough. Don't add to the equation by being cryptic or not saying things or being mean. Or when did you see someone get closer to you by insulting them or wanting them to be exactly the same or putting them in a box or in a cage? People don't fit in cages or boxes. Maybe some people put themselves in boxes because it's reassuring, because it's familiar, because they are afraid of changing. But don't do that to others. People change, and that's healthy, and that's life, and maybe they don't change the way you want them to be. But either you accept that, and you are happy for them, or just move on with your life. Just don't freaking blame people for being alive. Okay. It didn't, I don't know if it came out like I wanted to say it, but I guess that was my main point. I've had people recently talking to me and friends, and they told me things I needed to hear. At a point where I was doubting myself because I had some non-healthy communications and with people that don't know how to be nice or just be, well, respectful. I realized I don't have to get along with that. I don't like it. It doesn't feel nice, and why would I have to feel bad because someone doesn't know how to communicate or doesn't try to? I tried telling that several times, and when you see something doesn't change, don't stay here for months or years. That's your life you're wasting. Don't stay there waiting for them to change. Maybe they will change, but maybe not. And if they are not willing to try or to make an effort to communicate with you, that's okay. Maybe you're not meant to have a relationship with them. There is thousands of people that want to communicate with you, willing to share with you, willing to learn. People aren't replaceable. But if a relationship doesn't work, if you can't communicate with each other, if you are both miserable, maybe you shouldn't force it. Try to communicate better. Stop asking people to guess what you think, what you feel. Just tell them, tell your friends, your family, if you miss them, if you love them. It's way simpler than waiting for them to guess. And that applies to me too. That was a difficult one. But I like challenge. I like challenges. Also, I am not giving up on Inktober completely. I think I'm going to finish it, but probably in November, because I want to work on other things. I'm making a self-portrait, and it's a really difficult one, but I would like to post it on the 1st of November, because it's self-portrait day or something. Well, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna draw anyway, and I have so many ideas. I want to make a lot of things, but I also have needs, like sleep, and I'm not a robot, even though sometimes I would like to be a robot or a superhero, and I can't. Sadly, I can't be an astronaut, I can't fly. Well, let me think about that. I will find a solution. I will fly. I mean, there is planes. Well, technically I already flew into a plane. I didn't flew into a plane. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for being weird. Thank you for creating things. Thank you for trying to make the world a little more beautiful every day. And thank you for your words. And thank you to all the people who have been here for me recently. And all the little things. That means a lot. Have a really nice day. That will be at the end of the video. In case you're wondering, this is a chair. There is people passing by. I can see them by the window. It's distracting. Hello everyone. So, this is me. Like moving and talking at the same time. This is my weird chair. In case you're wondering. I don't know. I wanted to talk about... I hope the sound is good. That's not what I wanted to talk about. I love you all as human beings, and well, maybe not the trolls. If you're a troll, if you're an asshole, I don't love you, but you won't ruin my day. Just go on I don't know, a rock or a brick. But I think that's healthy to change and to get out your comfort zone. It's sexy. Sorry. I've got a cat. Putting myself out there because that cat is getting annoying. I love him, but he's getting annoying. If you love people, tell them, for fuck's sake. Did I just say the F word? When something good happens in your life, acknowledge in that. Maybe some people put themselves That thing doesn't want to move.